I press then we have weekly data, increase to total that. This is weekly observation. So first of all, find three models. We have first one, black and shoe, black and shoe. Then we have five more yellow. The one we have mention of both five more yellow, black shoe. Okay. So for black and shoes, let's say that okay, what the question is, if you look at the last, Nestle here intends to issue option, call option, and both call option and put options, and it wants to maintain the price of the last reported price, the 784 week, and from that on, it Nestle intends to issue new shares, for example, and before, let's say that Nestle wants to issue new shares next year, a year from now, and Nestle intends to find out the reaction of the market towards the share by issuing option pricing, both options, call and put options. So Nestle knows that from the response of the market, if call option is subscribed more than put option, and there is a positive sign of positive outlook that the share, the market um, thinks that the share price is going to go up. But if put option is subscribed more than call option, then it's the other way around, where the market um, project that uh, price of Nestle is going down, or maybe the full market is going to, like it's going to have a problem in the next year or the future, the near future. So Nestle is going to issue both of the options. Um, find out. Yes. Sentiment. On here. Yeah. So last, um, so Nestle issues both call and put options. Okay, so we are going to find the price of both call and put options and then maybe we come up with something like maybe an average of the price uh, suggested by the models here. And let's say that the risk-free rate is 4%, and then as based on is 6%. It's so interesting. So when we look at that in the form of bond, um, coupon payment is the interest expense that Nestle has to bear. So that Nestle's bond here is giving 6% bond payment annually. Risk-free rate is 4% annually. So how are we going to find the price of Nestle's call and put option? First of all, we don't know what is the standard deviation and also the variance, which we could compute it. Can compute the standard deviation or either standard deviation or the variance, but before we can find it, we have to look at the return. Okay, the standard deviation comes on standard deviation of a company is look at is look at the um, the risk of the share prices. And we don't compute standard deviation from the price itself. We have to look it in terms of the share price returns, not the share price. Don't get it wrong there. Okay, so first of all, we have to find the share price return. Okay, why? Oh, because of um, wrong. Got to delete like that. Got to delete the rest of them. Now we can double click that and find the price of Nestle's return. Okay, the return of the return of Nestle's share prices, and we can see that, and this is not a photo. Find the average return, average weekly return. Yes. So average whereby we have to convert that into an annual average annual. Well, okay, like that. Okay, so average annual return of Nestle's share price is about 5.7%. Not too bad. So now we can compute, we can look at either you want to do it the long way, but it is easier with Excel because we can simply find the standard deviation SDDV. This is a sample, but we don't just double click that. Okay, double click that, and then and close bracket. This is STB. Are we done here? Not yet. Why? Because this is based on weekly observation. So this is weekly standard deviation, weekly or weekly standard deviation. Here, weekly standard deviation. When we get this weekly standard deviation, we have to convert it into an annualized term because we have annual risk-free rate, annual term of risk-free rate, and we have annual term of bond interest or coupon payment. So how do we convert this weekly standard deviation to annual term? So annual STD, annual standard deviation is that multiplied with square root of 52. There you go. So that's the annual standard deviation of Nestle. Okay, and let's say that the strike price that Nestle intends. Let's go top here. And so we have spot price, strike price. That's the time zero, which is the spot price, which is equal to 9.1, and the strike price is also same. So equal to that. Let's say that since the last quoted share price is 49.1, Nestle intends to issue shares at 41.9 as well if it offers the same price in 1 year period. So T is equal to 1. That we have risk-free rate given here, and interest rate is given here, and standard deviation STB is equal to, let's go down again, and which is that. Okay, so for Black and Scholes, first model that we are going to look at for Black and Scholes, we can compute. Okay, I'm gonna well, if you remember the formula, right? Formula. I'm not recording this because we are going through the 3 models that we have already done in class. Yeah. Call option C. It's not. Distribution of one. minus x exponential is a value of strike price negative a by distribution of 2. Okay, then we have just go change it. Now put option is equal to x and here control P. Now it is normal distribution of negative and normal distribution of negative 2 minus and so we have put option. Okay, then like the next one, so 41 to script 51 is equal to this here. Option is over x is free rate. So we'll have that plus half a variance pressure multiplied with square is t and t divided by standard deviation times square in and e2 equation the equation first script 2 and single yeah it's equation yeah equation sigma square t. So we have a formula for black instruments here. If you keep on practicing, um, trying to find the computational actual and other ones, you won't have any problem at all writing the formula because it's supposed to be in the tips. Okay, we have the call option and put option here. So first of all, we are going to find. So as usual, we are going to break this into 3 parts. So parts. Okay, the first part is equal on x. Zero. And number 2 is this part where RF risk-free rate 4% there plus half a variance 0.5, and we don't have variance, we have standard deviation, so that bracket, that is standard deviation. Just square it, just bracket, then bracket here, because you want to multiply on with d, then multiply with t is equal to 1 here, and the third part is sigma square root t, sigma square t. Okay. So t is supposed to be 1. So we have the 3 parts here. And find d1, which is equal to 1.
Hello? Who is this? Yeah, it's me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can. ndtz8248@gmail.com. 012582328.
Option is normal distribution of A1.
Yeah. I reply already. Mm-hmm. Oh,
Two.
no.
This one.
Ah, I'm the Malaysian. Yeah.
Why this is
Mm-hmm.
negative 1.
Oh, okay. Because I'm a student, just I think I wrong interpret. Okay.
So
Okay.
here we can price is call is equal to
Okay, sure, sure.
S.
Okay, thank you.
Normally solution y minus x represented multiplied with exponential negative basically rate percent times the spread again multiplied with exponential rate. So the price of the call option is 4.4% according to Black-Scholes. And we use 4 and put option on Black-Scholes is equal to exponential times t, which we get minus one price value and so that's the price of the function. That's this here because this is the price. So it's the same option and for the 4% option according to Black-Scholes. Okay, once we got this, let's take out whether this is correct or not. So I will put the price price present price exponential plus this model with this machine must be discounted or we can take out as okay. Oops. Okay, so we get them like they compute that as the first model. The second model we're going to use is binomial here, which is now given the possibility of putting up and putting down. And let's say for this binomial, it is assumed to go up by 50%. Here, percent, 10%. So in this case, um, see this ways. Look at it is by growing the branches. Insert. So it goes up, back, times. Okay, since I don't put it as 1.15, you have to add up 10%. So it goes up to 48.185, goes down, that value minus 10%. Okay, so those are the possible prices. Once we got that, then at the same time here we know that on here we can divide it by 1. It could be any price. So we just copy that, put it here, copy it. That. So for bond is equal to, at the end of the figure, it becomes that times plus 6%. So bond goes both ways. Let's fix that. Just simply copy here, Control V. Okay, so for call option, first of all, we have to find the payoffs. Where we don't know what is the price of the call option. So you can see there. Copy that here, Control V. That as well. So it goes up, it is max here. So for call option, it is price times that minus the strike price. Strike price 0, close bracket, so goes down, then goes max. Price, strike price was 0. So we know that for call option, that's the payoff. Let's call payoff. Then for put payoff, let's go that here goes P, there, here, change that to put. Now we have a new formula which is equal to max It's the other way around, so strike price minus that or 0 by then is equal to max. So this strike price again, strike price minus price going down or 0 close bracket, right? So we can replicate both of them sense of matrix. Okay. Can, or we can write the equation first. Yeah, write the equation again. So to understand, so we write the equation. We try to replicate the state of shares and bond here, where so this put as 48.185A plus 1.06B is equal to 6.85. Second equation. Copy that. Have 37, 71. So it's supposed to be 0. Okay. And we can the matrix here equal to 48.5. Here is equal to 0.6. So here it is equal to 7.71. Here is equal to 0.6 over here. And that is one matrix. The answer should be equal to that. Here it's equal to that. So I'm linking all of them. Okay, instead of writing it, it's best to link them all. Then form the matrix. You can find Y A and T. Go to matrix multiplication. First matrix inverse. That then multiply with. Okay, before we proceed, since before we proceed further, I have attended a meeting with HEA on one day to decide about the venue of your final exam on the 26th of February. And we have decided that it will be run in a new venue, not in Assist anymore. Okay, whether it's going to be in the lab, probably in the lab, okay, at STML, like last semester. But this semester, you are allowed to bring your own laptop for the final exam. Okay, you are allowed to bring or to use your own laptop in the final exam. So for that purpose, you have to ensure that you install the latest Excel, so you won't have any, like since you Excel 365, where, for example, in this matrix multiplication, matrix operation, and any array calculation, you don't have to press Ctrl Shift Enter anymore. Okay, so make sure that you use the latest Excel. If you haven't installed the latest Excel, please go to UUMIT. I already told you last time, but maybe some of you still haven't done it yet. Please go to UUMIT and install the latest Excel. But if you are still using the old laptop, make sure that you know whenever you run matrix operation or array computation, you must press Ctrl Shift and Enter to get the result. That is one of it. The second thing is, which is the venue is going to be highly likely be held at the lab, and you are gonna attach the um, LAN, the LAN um, cable to your laptop. Make sure that your laptop have LAN port. Okay, make sure that it has LAN port. If your laptop doesn't have a LAN port, then probably for the final exam you need to borrow your friends or buy a new one. If you have money, then buy a new laptop which has, or any other laptop which has LAN port to get connected to the internet. Okay, because we cannot guarantee that the internet connection, the wireless internet connection is good at the lab, because all of the PCs in the lab right now are wired. Instead, they use LAN port, LAN wire, LAN cable. So please make sure that you have latest Excel and your laptop has LAN port for the internet connection. Okay, so wired internet connection. Okay, during the final exam, you are allowed to open up only one Excel file, and you will be closely monitored by the invigilators. Okay, there are going to be 2 lecturers in the room, in the lab at a time. And then a couple of invigilators from PCA itself. And if any of you open up 2 Excel files, you will be charged as trying to copy or trying to cheat, even if you have mistakenly opened up 2 blank files at the same time. So do not open Excel file twice. Okay, you can do all your calculation within a single Excel file. Do not open any other file than Excel itself. No Words file, no PowerPoint file during the exam. Okay, everybody will be closely monitored because you know that you can always create template for your final exam. Okay. Um, the question will be distributed in hard copies and also in the soft copies. You can find the soft copy in the folder, in the exam folder in online learning. You can also download the data for the questions. There are going to be data, several questions require as additional data so that you don't have to retype the data in from the hard copy of your final exam question. So in this case, make sure that um, you open up the online learning when you get into the hall or the lab. You open up online learning when you are told to do so, and then download the soft copy of the exam questions as well as the data for the exam itself. Once you have downloaded the data, then you can start doing your or you can start answering the questions in an Excel file. And you have to also ensure that you save your file name as told in the exam question. So please remember that. Bear that in mind that you are allowed to use your own laptop. But if you do not have any laptop, then probably you can use the PC in the lab, but that will pose a risk for you. I've got to warn you in advance. Because what had happened last semester's exam, some of the PCs, apart from using the old Excel and the PC themselves are old, some of the PCs have technical problems. One such problem is it turns itself off in the middle of the exam. 3 students suffered from that problem. And then a couple of other students could not save their work at all. They could not save their work. And then another problem with the labs PCs, they are set not to uh, save the files after being turned off. So let's say, for example, you have done like you have answered half of your exam questions, then the PC turns itself off, everything will be missing. And you have to redo all over again. And now the third problem with the PCs at the lab was after completing the answer and saving the file, some students could not upload their file to online learning. It becomes hanged, and we could not do anything about that as well. So after deliberating about those problems of the lab's computer, we have decided that you are allowed to use your own laptop, but you are going to be closely monitored so that there won't be any attempt of trying to cheat during the final exam. Okay? Do you copy? You get me? So there you go. Make sure that you use the latest Excel. If you haven't installed yet, please go to MIT and you can ask for the latest 365 Excel. It's free. You don't have to pay anything because you have subscribed for the Studio for University, and you don't have to pay anything at all. You can just go and ask them to install in your laptop. Okay, so once we have got A and B, we know that price of the call option is equal to the spot price that applied with A plus B applied with 1. Don't we know that it is 1 here. So we get the call option of here, it is 3.7, which is a bit different from 3.79 or 3.8%. 379. Okay, right. So that's a call option. For put option, again, I don't have to rewrite that. We can put it straight away to 48 here, and below it is equal to 37.71. Here it is equal, here it's equal to 1.06. Again, this is equal to that. The payoffs are different now. It is equal to 0.9. Okay, so we can find what A and B for this put option. Go through matrix multiplication. Verse of inverse verse that then I do that close bracket. Oops. But multiplication inverse of that. So get back to that mistakenly it's probably a matrix multiplication and inverse. Inverse of and close bracket. Close bracket. Right, so put option put is equal to that apply with spot price. Spot price plus plus that multiply with the bond price, and we get put option as 42. So we have a lower price for and put option here, right? In comparison with 454 to 90 here. Okay, let's check out whether we got this correctly computed. It's called put and call parity, where put plus spot price must equal to call plus present value of the strike price. This case is not assumed to continuously compounded, so 1 plus here the bond rate is 60%, okay, to the power of -1. So let's check out both of them, right? So we get that correctly computed. And the third one is binomial, using binomial and Black-Scholes. So here I want you to find out that, okay, to find the binomial replicating Black-Scholes based on the notes that I've already given to you. Okay, I'll come back and check it out in 10 minutes. I forgot to mention that for binomial, you have to assume that there are two steps there. So two price changes. So since it is a 1 year, if we have two price changes, okay, since we have two price changes, it is 1 year, so dt is going to be 0.5. Okay, t is equal to 1, n, or number of steps, is equal to 2. So t is equal to that divided by L, is the fix. So dt is going to be 0.5. Okay, let's just copy the standard deviation as the standard deviation is equal to screw up here, so that we can have to screw up this free rate f is equal to 4%. Spot price and strike price. Let's just copy that. So you have to find up factor, down factor, and have to find risk neutral. So I of 1. Okay. And finally, find call put formula for call put option. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 formulas there. Got to refer to the notes. Then test them out. Put call parity.
sushi and Korean BBQ every day. The workers are so nice. Here's us cheering a psych shot. For the price you pay, the meat quality is amazing. They got a variety of meats. Now for the sushi, they got so many fresh options. I can't imagine traveling overseas without my girlfriend.
Why did this goalkeeper strangely let the ball go into the net? This man saved pennies for over 45 years, and when he decided to cash them in, the total was incredible. He shared that since he was 13 years old, whenever he saw a penny on the street or elsewhere, he would pick it up. He had been doing this for years without missing a single day. Whenever he walked on the street, instead of looking ahead, all he ever looked at was the ground. However, over the years, as he kept picking up and saving pennies, it became a bit too much. So he simply decided to buy a big bucket to put them all in. This had become a real obsession for him, and he couldn't stop picking up the coins. But one bucket turned into a second, a third, and eventually around 50 in total. The man had accumulated more than 500,000 pennies. But finally, after saving all of this for years, he decided that after 45 years, he was going to take it all to the bank. When he arrived at the bank with such a large number of pennies, the banker was of course shocked. It took the banker hours to count all the pennies. He was a little disappointed. He had saved his entire life hoping to buy a house, an apartment, or even a car, but in about 45 years, the man had managed to accumulate only $5,118.18. This man saved pennies for over 45 years, and when he decided to cash them in, the total was incredible. He shared that since he was 13.
Okay, who has got the answer? Who has found the answer?
Okey, hari ini saya mau kasih tengok kamu macam mana membuat madu palsu. Tapi ini saya tidak suruh kamu ikut ha. Saya cuma memperlihatkan saja. Okey. Di sini adalah madu asli dan ini
Looks
adalah
like we don't have time
madu
for
buatan.
discussion of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a folder and this is gonna be your homework. Okay. Homework option price. Show all the 3 models. The question is show the computation for the 3 options. See those. Right, yeah, we got the data and submit it before the next class. So it's 26. Oh no, the next class will be 28. So okay, this is 28, right? So okay, you have 1 week to do your homework. Okay, we are going to stop the class now. Find the price for put and call option using all the three. You have to show the three computation, Black-Scholes, binomial, and the combination of Black-Scholes and binomial, and compare the prices. Which model offers the highest price for the option? And then I want you to also explain why do you think the last model is better than the two previous models. Okay, why the third model is better. You can write in Excel as well, just put it as just insert a box for it. Okay. Insert text box for your answer which why the third model is better. Okay, so there you go. That's it for today. Thank you very much. See you on see you next week. And I think we have to do one more quiz, the third quiz, because I have to post your carry marks before on the 28th. I think I'm gonna do the quiz on 27th, which is Tuesday. Sorry, which is 26th. I will let you know the final information about this, but probably we are going to have one more quiz on asset allocation. No, not asset allocation. We are going to have a quiz on option pricing, so it should be the last one. One quiz on option pricing on 26, where you can do the whole day. It's going to be a multiple choice question. Okay, so thank you very much. Do you have any question before we stop the class?
Doctor,
Yeah.
can I ask about regarding the group assignment?
Okay, sure. Go on.
I can ask for the rubric. I saw the prepare the 5-year pro forma financial statement and the just score inside the work file. He say mention 5 to 10 years, but we only to prepare the 5-year pro forma. So how many years we need to for optimal just score?
Oh, okay. You is it for pro forma? I think
For just score only, because pro forma only mention the 5-year pro
years.
forma, but the just score it mentioned 5 to 10 years. So 10 years is about the forecasting, or is forecasting?
No. The pro forma, the Upman score, 5 to 10 years is about the historical data of Upman score. So when you look at your historical data of Upman score, one of the questions is about you to identify which year the company has gone below 1.81, or when did the company suffer financial distress mode. So you have to look to 5 to 10 years back and identify which year that the company has gone down below 1.81. Then you use the last available data, since the company are still in since the company is still in a penny stock.
Okay, all right.
The company is already in financial distress. So use the last, then project the 5-year pro forma. So that is about to look at the historical data 5 to 10 years on. Okay, about to stop the class now because I have another class at 10. I've got to open up. Okay.
Okay, all right. Thank you,
If you
doctor.
have any more questions, you can ask it in group WhatsApp. Okay. Happy holidays.
Doctor, attendance.
Oh, attendance.
Doctor, can I ask for the average top 10 company within the same industry? Is it we need to find the company and then compare it?
Sorry, come again.
Can I ask for the because the rubric got say the average top 10 company within the same industry, right? So we find the penny stock in the like for example we find in property industry. So we are using the top
This
10
is for group. This is for group assignment or this group or individual assignment?
Group.
Assignment.
Yeah. Because the
Well,
rubric
you
got
can use. This is for pro forma question, right?
yeah. Because doctor got
Okay.
stated top 10 company.
Well, you can use 5 if you want to. Okay, or you can use. It depends on the industry because some of the industries have they have quite a small number of companies within it, like technology company or like telecommunication
So
companies.
for
So
the top 5
so it depends.
company in the
Top 5,
industry,
yeah.
so we need to find
Use
what
the
for the
average
top
of them. Yeah,
average.
you look at the average of their ratios, for example. So if you look at their ratios, look at the
Oh,
average of them and then compare with your performance. The idea is to do the comparison whether you are at par with the industry or above industry or below the industry performance.
for example, the key
So we
ratio
can,
all that. Is it?
yeah, the matrix ratio or the ratios that you find some significant ratios of the poor perform, which contributes to the poor performance of the company. Okay,
Okay,
so you
thank
do the
you.
comparison here. Okay, I hope that you have, all of you have um, scanned the attendance. So gonna have to stop class now. Okay, thank you very much. Happy holidays and see you next week.